Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Ebo Richards, CEO of Corp Exchange. We're looking at we're doing a Hejspan promotion here, and Hejspan is a division of Corp Exchange in good standings. What's going on is we just came out of a meeting, and it was not just brought to my attention, but it's something that I've been noticing for a while, and not many people really talk about it. Hedge Spanish is focusing on hedge fund research, and this topic is something that coming up in finance, I've had to. It's like a realization. Nothing really here nor there, but the discussion goes, and it's performance in business. And what brought that out was we're beginning to see more women in finance, and I was asked, what do I think about that? Because hedge funds are small groups, and the first thing that came to my mind was when I was coming up, as I'm coming up in finance. I worked with Transamerica. I worked closely with Transamerica. I was an associate and did most of my testing, and actually still do. I love hanging around them. That's part of my foundation. That's what got me really confident to go out and close deals and get involved in finance. It's a great company to work for. And when people ask me about women in finance, that's the first things that comes to my mind, because by far they're the number one in broker dealers. I really don't know any numbers as far as the industries. I have engaged research to look at. Maybe I can hire them to look at some finances outside of the U.S. But moving forward, we see a lot of women. When you think about women or females or in finance, mostly you think about, well, you're just thinking, well, it's just the CEO. That's what's most important. But there's a lot of individuals and a lot of women that lay the groundwork for a lot of companies, especially personal assistants. It's good to have them in the closing rooms, in the boardrooms when you're presenting the ideas. Just the other day, we were sitting down, and just the presence of mind to just the feel of having them around is good. So moving forward, I think women, if they really wanted to make an impact on finance, or if they not just to better themselves, or just to learn more, the finance world is the best place by far for females to get in contact with a lot of networking and make a lot of money. And Hejspan recognizes that, and it feels good that this was bought. It caught me off guard, and I really didn't do anything to just to say that. But like I said, it was on top of my head where my experience coming up, and to have just to see that, just to say, well, this company by far is leading every other any other company as far as broker dealers go, and hiring women is a real plus for the U.S. economy, because what number we do know that almost half of the households in the U.S. economy are the women are in fact breadwinners. So women can go out and get it just like men can go out and get it, and some of them are better than women. And finance is a tedious environment. You have to cross your I's, dot your I's and cross your T's. And the old way of doing things, like the economies and just human evolution, is changing more and more every day. And the women, like in trading, for instance, there's another one. When I was coming up in trading, I started out as a trader for a company, a hedge fund on the Corp Exchange, way back before they were even going to even make the exchange. They had two companies, and I worked for one of them trading, and the thing. The funny thing was, we worked with this one company that builds algorithms, and their thing was that the women have that soft touch, that soft light, where they can just look at companies and look at the algorithms, and then look how the company performs in society and be like, that's a good one. Like with household items, I think it came up with Johnson and Johnson or something, and they were like, yeah, that's a good buy because you got the household goods, you have the baby stuff, and you have and it's just like that kind of feel. The women's were pointed out as being able to just have the feel for things that are thriving in the economy that most men might overlook. Some men aren't as well-rounded as women. So look forward to seeing a lot more women in finance, and don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you see men just starting to try to get together to say, "Hey, these women are taking over the industry," because it's not more just like a possibility. It's more of a reality now, and it's nothing to be scared or ashamed of. It's just equal opportunities is the way I look at it. As far as hiring, and I encourage managers on the exchange, hire who you will. But we're not here for looks. We just look like this. We're not here to, the exchange is not built to say, well, this is like a club or something like that. It's strictly performance. If you can perform, you can hang around the exchange. Anybody can do it. It's just how bad you want it. If you're that dedicated, if you're willing to train. You have to train, you have to be dedicated, and you have to have great focus to be part of the exchange. And that's why we have Hejspan now. And as a matter of fact, I'm about to interview a young lady now. She just flew in from the Caribbean. She's been here for a minute. I think she's from Haiti. And I tried her out on the radio, and we didn't have a lot of time to discuss some options. So I want to bring her back in to see if she could be one of these managers, if they're looking for a personal assistant, or if they're looking for somebody who can, use her talents. And that was just something we were just looking at. This has been Hejspan, a division of IZ Corp Exchange on the IZ Corp Exchange, and this is also Hejspan's television. And look more into that, because I have a banker, I have a bank manager that I might introduce you to, and she's very brilliant. She's very smart, and she'll take the risk. And another thing, women can manage risk pretty good. So if depending on schedule, then I'll introduce you to a manager over right around the corner here at one of the branches where we hire to pretty much just transfer funds. So again, my name is Mr. Ebo Richards. You have been watching Hejspan Television. Hejspan is a division of the IZ Corp Exchange and a member of the IZ Corp Exchange in good standings. And this is Hejspan Television. And again, my name is Mr. Ebo Richards, CEO of IZ Corp Exchange and founder of Hejspan. Thank you and have a great day.